Good morning, everyone. This is Anna with Adventures with Anna, and this morning I am standing here in front of the Smelly Shack. I had a nice conversation with one of my viewers over the weekend, and she was inquiring about the Smelly Shack. I know you guys have seen the inside of it, and I know in past videos there are some pictures of the outside of it, but I thought I would take a chance this morning before I start my regular yarn video and show you the outside of the Smelly Shack. So let's get started. This right here is by the front door at our shop, which is, if you can read backwards, Steve's Lockout, Smelly Good Stuff. Steve's Lockout, my husband's a locksmith. We also sell incense and other types of things in our shop. Yes, we do have a suit of armor in the window. But anyway, this is what's considered a Smelly Shack backyard. It's right here. There's the side of the Smelly Shack. The peace sign is Christmas lights, and I do light it up occasionally. So it's like a rainbow peace sign on the side of the Smelly Shack. I got my Volkswagen Beetle doors, which they are for sale if anybody wants to buy them. Bird bath, incense burner, and then we do have items for sale up here on the little trellis that we made, which also has Christmas lights that occasionally we do turn on as well. The front of the Smelly Shack, we have items displayed on it and in front of it. Yes, we do still have some Halloween items out right there. My curtains are just peace sign material that I folded in half and stapled up over my window. And the saw that my husband put up there. The wood is actually old barn material, and the tin came off the same barn. It was all donated to us to build this by a friend of ours. I'll get you a closer look at my curtains, which you've seen them from the inside. And on this other side, we have some doorknobs and other door type hardware that we have for sale. We put the slat on this side and then the barn material on the other side. And then guarding the door over here, Saruman from Lord of the Rings. He always stands in front of the door. Basically like that, guarding the doorway, because we don't want people going in here, because this is an employees only area. Which I've got hot water ready to go, so I can have some hot cocoa in my new cup. Check that out. I decided I've been using my Christmas cup, and maybe that's why we had snow in the middle of January. So I found this little bunny rabbit cup in some boxes that we had, and I decided to clean it up and use it. It's a nice little springy cup. So anyway, I'm going to get my hot cocoa started, and I will see you in just a little bit with my yarn stuff. Okay guys, I'm back. I need to do this real quick, but first of all, I want to tell you, as soon as I'm done recording this, and if I keep looking over, it's because I'm recording this and I'm watching for customers, but I am planning a live stream tonight because I have to go to the laundromat to wash laundry because the kitty cat has been naughty again. But I am planning to live stream approximately 6:30 this evening, which is Monday, January 22nd, 2018. I think it's Monday, January 22nd. Anyway, about 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I will be going live from the laundromat. I have still some data left, and this is the day that the data rolls over at midnight, so I'm going to give it a shot. I haven't really ever gone live before to the public. I've played around with it privately, but I want to give it a try. It'll give me something to do at the laundromat besides being bored and sitting there and being bored and sitting there and being bored. But anyway, first off, I want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you for stopping by and subscribing. I want to thank my subscribers that have contacted me over the weekend, asking questions and encouraging me to make videos. Kind of made me excited, made me feel good. So thank you for that. And if you watch and you don't subscribe, please do subscribe, because of the new changes that YouTube is implementing, is that the right word? Anyway, that they're putting in force in about a month or so. Without 1,000 subscribers, monetization will do me no good. I do not expect to get rich off of YouTube videos, but that little extra income would be nice, because hubby and I are planning a vacation. We're actually taking it sooner than anticipated, but it's still a vacation. So any little extra money that we can get to put towards that vacation would be very helpful. So anyway, let me get my bag and I will start showing you the things that I have created over the weekend and a few new items that I have received. And a couple of works in progress. First off, the item that I have received, which you're going to have to wait to see this, to what I got in the mail today. Woohoo! Squishy package. I am so excited. I have already cheated and looked inside, but you're going to have to wait until tomorrow, which I should have the video done and ready to go tomorrow for the unbagging of that. I know I cheated, but I mean, what can you do? It's obvious there's a ball in there. Normally it's a hank, but that is a ball. I will guarantee that is a ball. I will tell you that is a ball. But I'm excited to share this with you because I'm really excited about that package. And another thing is, last month, each month I guess, because they did it last month, and they have another one again this month. It is a challenge to where you can upload a picture and tag them on Instagram or Twitter, and they give away a gift certificate for the winners. Well, last month they did that, and it was show us your face when you receive your darn good yarn or something like that. So I will insert a picture here of my submission and what I received in my Instagram inbox a few days ago. This is the picture that I submitted on Instagram and tagged Darn Good Yarn. This is the message that I received in my Instagram message box about a week ago from Darn Good Yarn, letting me know that I was one of the winners of their January Yarn of the Month Club for my submission to Instagram. Now, they do also have another contest this month, which I will submit a picture to that, and I will let you know about it probably the end of this month. I don't know if I'm going to win, because this one for me is a little bit more difficult to express, if you should say. But anyway, that is the squishy project, or the squishy mail that I have received. That is the only new item that I have. Not new, but a new idea that I have that I want to show you. If you remember when I showed you last time I showed you my little case that has all my crochet hooks in it and stuff, I got a bunch of loose ones in there. But at that point, I believe I still had all my stitch markers in a Ziploc bag, and I had my needle stuck in a little spot along the edge. Well, the needle kept sliding out and everything because that plastic kept stretching, and the Ziploc bag, I was afraid it was going to, get a hole in it or whatever. So I grabbed one of these tins. It's not an Altoid tin, but it's like an Altoid tin, which these were really pretty good. I wouldn't buy them again. They're a bit expensive, and I don't really care for these type of mints, but anyway, I like the box. But I took this box, and in it, so I can just stop spelling it, I have my stitch markers. I have a tape measure that's rolled up. I do have a pair of scissors in here, a pair of folding scissors. And the other day, I had my needle, but I kept it on a piece of yarn and just laid it in there, but I kept losing it because I wouldn't have yarn to leave in there because I'd forget and throw it away. So I grabbed a magnet and stuck it to the inside of the lid, and I just put my needle on the magnet. So now my magnet is always right there on the lid, and I always have my stitch markers, well, this is where's it at? Right there. That's one of those row counters that you can slide on a knitting needle, whatever. But I just got it in there. Actually, right now it's attached to a rubber band with a stitch marker. Anyway, but stitch marker, a tape measure, and a pair of folding scissors that I have in there. And this fits nicely inside my pouch. I just put it in there. I have a ruler in here too. Can't never have enough things to measure with. But anyway, I just zip it up and it goes with me pretty much everywhere I go. So I always have crochet hooks because I don't do a whole lot of knitting, but I always crochet. Okay, now, works in progress. That is my finished object. This one, I am not sure. I have these two balls of yarn, and they're the shiny. I don't know what brand they are or what they even are. They were just unlabeled skeins of yarn when I got them. Last night I balled them up because I got tired. The skein was started on the outside instead of pulling from the middle, and I got tired of it flopping around, so I just balled it up. But I have this project started. We'll turn it around so you can see the front of it. It is the honeycomb stitch in Tunisian crochet. Now, and with this I'm using a K-hook, or if you can read that, it is a 6.5 millimeter or US 10 hook. I love this. I think it's very pretty, but I'm not sure what I'm making. It was just an experiment. I've thought about continuing it on and finishing it and making one of those cowls. I don't really want a scarf because I think that's a bit wide, and I don't think I'm going to have enough yarn to make a full scarf with this. But like I said, I think it would be really pretty for a cowl or a neck wrap, and I don't think that's too wide. I don't know. Leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think I should do. I really don't want to frog it, but at this point I'm not really sure I want to finish it because I'm not really sure what I want to do with it. So anyway, we got that work in progress. I have another one here. Forgot to grab my bag. I have started an afghan. Look at this. Just random colors, 2 rows of each. The beginning 2 rows and the last 2 rows will be these 2 colors for sure. The rest of them are just going to be random hit and miss. And this is a ripple stitch. I got it off of purplekittyarns.com, I think. I will put a link to the pattern in the description box below. This is a free pattern, a free vintage pattern. I can't really show you the whole thing, but this is approximately maybe twin size or lapghan size, so it's not really a big project, but it's not a small project either. And if you've seen my past videos, you know that I'm not a big project person. I don't know why I started that, but I'm going to finish it. I am going to finish it. Another project that I have started, and whoa, I'm sorry, didn't mean to tip you there. Using this yarn. It's the Yarn Bee So Soft Hot Pink. If you remember, I got this around Christmas time. I used this with the black of the same brand to make the stocking cap for my son. He loves it. He wears it non-stop. But I have a customer that comes into my shop, and she purchased the 2 messy bun hats or ponytail hats that I had. And she's like, I really like to have a hot pink one. I can do that. So I have started Tunisian crochet with a hook. See? Tunisian crochet. A hat thinking of her with hot pink. I am using, this is the stitch that I called the Tunisian waffles in a video a while back that I showed with some washcloths I'd made. So I put this at the bottom, which 2 rows, which helps keep it from rolling. And then the rest of it I'm doing in the Tunisian knit stitch. And because it's pink, and I'm thinking specifically for this lady in mind, I am putting a heart, which that's just the bottom. I got a couple more rows and then it starts the top of the heart. But I am putting a heart on this hat. So when it's around, it should be almost in the middle of the front, not quite. But anyway, I've got this started. Haven't worked on it a whole lot because I've been busy in the shop. This one sits at the shop, at our locksmith / incense shop. The other, well, the Afghan's been sitting here all week as well. But it's actually in a bag, a backpack bag that I can carry back and forth. Pardon me. So anyway, those 2 have been sitting here, but really busy last week. But this weekend, I got busy making crochet things. Got some yarn here for a project that's semi-finished in this bag. I have sold, I've showed you some of the fish that I've made, and I actually have sold a few fish. They're so fun and easy and addictive to make, but I made this one. This is the one 2 weeks ago that I actually thought I had another project, but I couldn't find it, but this is the one that I was not able to find. So this is actually 2 weeks old. I made this one this past weekend, and I made this one. Now the difference between these two, this one is made following the written pattern with a size G crochet hook. This one is made in the round instead of joining each row and chaining one with a size F crochet hook. I prefer this method over this method. So future fish that I make will be made this way. And I think that's the way most of my other ones were made. Since some of my friends who send those fish are like, for kitty cats, I have made some cotton fish using some scrap cotton yarn that I have. And I have, that one's got a little pink thing around the bottom, or maybe that's the top. Anyway, these have catnip in them. So I've notified my friends that I do have them. I do have these for sale, along with these for sale in my shop. They're not actually online yet, but I do have them in my shop. Another thing that I made in the past couple weeks is I made one of these holders to put over the end of your cast iron skillets on the handles so you don't burn your handle. They're called a pan handle. I would like to try and make a tutorial on how to make these, so be looking for that. I don't know how soon I will be able to get that done, but it is on my to-do list. I'd also like to do one of the fish tutorials. I don't know how soon. It's on my to-do list. The other thing that I whipped up this weekend, which this one will be for, this one applies to the January, February, March, January, March, April challenge for my crochet group. I made a bunch of little shamrocks. This one's actually a 4-leaf clover, if you can tell that. But I've got several 3 leaves. These are extras that I made while I was experimenting. The 4-leaf isn't, but the rest of them are kind of experiments on hook size and exactly how to do the pattern. These, there's another 4-leaf. These are actual ones that I have. I think I've got I've got 7 here, which number 7 being the lucky 4-leaf clover. I got 7 here that I'm going to use this yarn with to finish off. And what I'm going to do is make another garland like this. And if you've been on my Instagram account, you've already seen this, and you've already seen the fish because I've already shared them on there. But anyway, this garland, well, you can't see the whole thing. But, like I said, there's 7 shamrock on here. They're like the blue and the white that's on my Tunisian hook. I don't know what brand they are. I don't know what they're called because they were unlabeled and unwrapped. But it's green with a little metallic, silver metallic thread in it. And I have 7 shamrock hanging on this gold garland. The 7th one being the lucky 4-leaf clover. So this one I plan on putting in my flea market booth. Hopefully it'll sell. If you remember the heart one that I did a few weeks ago, it's in there as well. And I do have another one that I plan on putting for sale in the shop here or possibly online. So that's what I've got going. That's what I've finished. So now I can put these out for my customers here in my shop to purchase. And what's in this bag? Oh, you already seen that one. Pardon me. I think that's all I have to show you and tell you about this week. Like I said, I do plan on going live this evening around 6:30 or so Central Standard Time while I'm at the laundromat. Something completely new for me. I've never done this before. I've played with it a little bit, but for actually being live for the general public, I have never done this. So I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys tonight and chatting with you and maybe getting to know you better. Hopefully I can get, can't see that, this video made this afternoon. so I can have it ready to go for tomorrow. And I want to do a fish tutorial because I'm not actually following the pattern. It's kind of my own thing. I want to do a tutorial for the panhandles and also the shamrock tutorial. So there's 3 tutorials that are real quick and easy and simple that I would like to make for you guys. Be patient with me. We're super busy and I'm going to do my best to do more videos to give you guys more to watch. Plus it's getting warmer outside, so that means it's going to be time to start working on the craft room more. So I want to go ahead and go because I've got other things I need to get going on this afternoon while I get this uploaded. I want to thank all my new subscribers for subscribing. Encourage any new watchers to subscribe to my channel. Leave me comments below. I love hearing from you guys. If you want to find me on Instagram or Twitter, my username there is the Smelly Lady, which it is linked in the description box below. Visit my website. It's the www.thesmellyshack.com, which is in the description box below. And I will see you guys tomorrow with a squishy yarn package opening.